Student data tracking has been my passion project for several years now. This data tracker started out as a simple blackout sheet, but has since morphed into what you will see today through trial, error, and multiple collaborative meetings with my current teaching and learning team. Let's begin. I'm an Algebra 2 on-level teacher, and today is the first day after the District Quarter 3 assessment. I know that students are empowered when they're given some control over what, how, and when they learn. So having students complete data trackers and then using that data to help students better understand their personalized needs is more than just empowering, but it is a fundamental element to a successful blended classroom. We want to keep students in the loop when teaching so that they are part of the planning and learning process and not just classroom fodder. As a teacher, I would begin by looking at the district data tracking links. Teacher links include a YAG and quarterly blueprints so that I can plan backwards from the assessment. Now I'm going to look at my student links, and these links are broken down into quarters. We do create data trackers for our 3 and 6 week checkpoints, but today we're going to look at a summative. I'm going to copy the student link, and I'm going to share that link with my students however we share links. Notice the end of the link says template preview. This forces the students to create a copy so that they don't have to do that on their own. Once they click Use Template, it activates the tracker. Now, to make this a little faster, I've already completed a data tracker, and we can look at this. Now, the only thing the students enter are their answers. Everything else on this tracker self-populates. It doesn't matter whether the letters are capital or lowercase. It will mark correct answers with bright green, and incorrect answers will stay gray. The things that self-populate amount correct. So out of the 3 TEKs, I got 1 correct. That whole column self-populates along with the total score, and the color coordinates to their related star score. The last thing is the bar graph, where students get a better visual of how they did by standard. Now, this is where a lot of data tracking fails. They stop here. You can't stop here. We take it one step further, and we help students utilize this data to self-prescribe remediation, review, and extension. So here is how we do that. We use a Google form. Student enters their name and their class period, and they're going to go through a set of questions that will help them self-prescribe activities. So how many questions did I get correct on my TEKs 2A, 2C, and 2D all together? Those look like they're all blue, and it looks like I got 4. Okay, so now it tells me to go to this playlist and choose one of the activities from white or gray columns. So all these activities in these colored columns correlate to the standards on the assessment. So now I know that I need to go and do one activity from these. I'm going to click Next, and now I'm looking at TEKs for C, E, F, and G. Those look like they're all pink, and it looks like I got 5. I'm going to click 4 to 6, Next. I didn't get an activity prescription suggestion, so now I'm looking at my 6s. Those are yellow, and it looks like there is 4 correct answers. And I got another suggestion for an activity from green or blue columns. So now I have 2 activities that I need to do. I'm going to click Next. And now I'm looking at my 7s. These are green, and it looks like I got 3. Okay, so now I have 2 activities. I know where to get those activities from, so I can look now for extensions. And it looks like the extensions are digital escape rooms. So I'm going to pick one. This gives me the opportunity to check out the digital escape room and see if I want to do it. I can choose to see the other extension activities again. And I'll check out that one this time. And then if I choose not to do any of these, I can say I'm not going to choose to do an extension activity. And now I can submit my form. So now my teacher will get all of the responses, and she can or he can utilize a spreadsheet to look through those. But now I know what my students are working on, and my students know what they need to work on. So this is how we extend our data tracker and have students utilize that information. I hope you enjoyed that.